नमस्कार. What is discipline? Discipline is an organized body of knowledge characterized by a domain, a method, and a tradition. The meaning of discipline refers to a branch of academic study. For example, psychology, sociology, anthropology, mathematics, and philosophy all are disciplines. These can mostly be seen in higher education institutions such as universities. Characteristics of a discipline. Even every discipline has a history. Each discipline has a certain domain of knowledge, cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. Discipline has a particular object of research. Though the object of research may be shared with another discipline, discipline has theories and concepts that organize and accumulated knowledge effectively. The discipline uses specific terminology or a specific technical language to define and explain the concepts and facts included in that discipline. Discipline has a particular object of research, though the object of research may be shared with another discipline. Discipline has theories and concepts that organize the accumulated knowledge effectively. The discipline uses specific terminology or a specific technical language to explain the concept and facts included in that discipline. A discipline has a group of intellectual followers who have a strong belief in that discipline. Forms of discipline: basic discipline, applied discipline, multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary. Basic discipline: some disciplines must have their own networks of concepts that are distinctive and unique in nature. Such disciplines are categorized as basic disciplines, thus have their own logical structure of knowledge. For example, mathematics is a basic discipline that has distinct and abstract concepts and criterion of testing truth in mathematics is deductible within a axiom system. Applied disciplines or fields. The applied disciplines are those wherein the knowledge of basic discipline is used. For example, scientific knowledge is used in technological applications. The areas of bioengineering, biotechnology, applied physics, environmental biology are some of the examples of applied disciplines. Multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary areas. In the interdisciplinary approach, the recent approach to designing the curriculum in schools are multi, or transdisciplinary. For example, economics is not studied independently. The knowledge of the disciplines of the other branches of social sciences like history, political science, geography, and sociology are integrated into designing and transacting economics in a better way. This is an interdisciplinary approach in which one discipline serves as the principal organizer, and with related disciplines servicing to supplement the principal organizer. A multidisciplinary approach concepts are selected from various disciplines to create a new field of study. For example, the area of population education requires the use of biology, economics, psychology, sociology, geography, and so on. There are many other areas which are multidisciplinary in nature, like home economics, social biology, etc. Perspectives of disciplines. The evolution of discipline is a continuous process. A discipline is formed with certain perspectives: philosophical perspectives, social, political, and cultural perspectives, historical perspectives, philosophical perspective. Every discipline has its own philosophy of science, philosophy of social science, philosophy of mathematics, and philosophy of language. Socio-political and cultural perspectives. Academic disciplines cannot be formed without the social, cultural, and political practices. Many times, socio-cultural practices form part of our curriculum. The goals of education are based upon the goals of the social political system of the country. National Policy on Education 1986 says every country develops its own system of education to express and promote its unique social cultural identity and also to meet the challenges of the time. There are more moments in history when a new direction has to be given to an old age process. That moment is today. Education is the highway to realize the cultural as well as socio-political goals of the country. Historical perspectives, like any other social phenomenon, academic disciplines to have a history. The evolution of any discipline has a certain historical perspective. The historical perspective of any discipline is also based upon the contexts prevailing at that time when it evolved. Every discipline can be analyzed by looking at its historical development. The general journey of the specific academic discipline starting from its inception to the present form and the practices of the discipline is called the history and the development of that discipline. What is subject? Subject refers to a branch of knowledge studied or taught. Subjects means something or someone that is a topic of discussion. Writing art is the area of study. Subjects are parts into which learning can be divided. As at school, each lesson usually covers one subject only. Some of the most common subjects at school are English, history, mathematics, physical education, religion, music, art, dance, health, etc. Syllabus. The syllabus is defined as the discipline of as the guideline of the chapters and academic content covered by an educational system while undergoing a particular course or program. A syllabus is defined as the document that consists of topic or portions covered in a particular subject. It is determined by the examination board and created by the teachers. The teachers are responsible for the quality of the course. It is made available to the students by the teacher either in hard copy or electronic form to bring their attention to the subject and take their study seriously. Differentials between syllabus and curriculum. Curriculums and syllabus are of equal importance for an institute, but there is a distinction between the two. Curriculum is a Latin term. Curriculum is overall content taught in an educational system or for a course. Curriculum is a set of coursework and content offered at an educational institution. Curriculum is made at the state, district, or institution. Our curriculum cannot be easily adjusted. Curriculum is preservative. Curriculum contains information like course content, objectives, methodology, etc. Curriculum is not accessible to students. Curriculum is related to all-round development of a student. Syllabus. Syllabus is a Greek term. Syllabus is a document that contains all the portions of the concepts covered in a subject. Syllabus is a descriptive list of the subjects that are to be taught in a class. Syllabus is made of individual teachers. Syllabus can be adjusted easily. Syllabus is descriptive. Syllabus contains a list of the subjects to be covered. Details about assignment and assessment. Syllabus is accessible to students. Syllabus is focused on a particular subject. The two terms differ in the sense that curriculum is a combination of some factors which help in planning of an educational program. Whereas the syllabus covers the portion of what topic should be taught in a particular subject. Knowledge and disciplines. What is knowledge? Knowledge is justified through belief. Knowledge is the sum total of human beings' interaction with the environment, social conditions where they live, and also interactions with themselves. Three divisions of knowledge: the priori knowledge, the posteriori knowledge, and experienced knowledge. A priori knowledge is a knowledge whose truth or falsity cannot be decided before or without recourse to experience. A priori means before. The knowledge that is prior has universal validity and once recognized as true through the use of pure reason does not require any further evidence. Logical and mathematical truths are a priori in nature. A posteriori knowledge is knowledge based upon observation and experience. This is the knowledge of the scientific method expressing accurate observation and exact descriptions. Experienced knowledge is always tentative and cannot exist prior to experience or to be conducted from observation. It must be experienced to add value. Methods of acquiring knowledge. Knowledge through sense of experience, knowledge through intuition, knowledge through reasoning and realization, and knowledge through empirical approach, knowledge through inspirational approach, knowledge through authoritarian, knowledge through social awareness, knowledge through action, knowledge through training. Emerging problems relating to knowledge, explosion of knowledge, plurality of knowledge, integration of knowledge, interdisciplinary approach, several specializations. Types of knowledge: proportional knowledge, knowledge of what is expressed into statements of procedural knowledge, knowledge of how to do things, direct knowledge of persons sponge on mental states, knowledge as a source of changes, society changes, so do our knowledge. The school should be considered as a major data source for knowledge, especially for children and youth, in terms of scaling knowledge against aims of society that sets for education forms of knowledge, aesthetics, human sciences including history, moral understanding, philosophy, physical sciences, religious forms of knowledge. R.S. Peter and others in the logic of education suggest the following form of human knowledge. Related to it, there is also word discipline as it is in the discipline of Lord Buddha. The term discipline as a word means training someone to follow a rigorous set of instruction and also imposing and enforcing obedience. The term academic scientific discipline can be defined as academic studies that focus on a self-limited field of knowledge. It is the subject that one teaches and researchers as a part of higher education is the academic discipline of that person. It can also be defined as a form of specific and rigorous scientific training that will turn out practitioners who have been disciplined by their discipline in subject for their own good. Features and characteristics of the academic discipline. Disciplines have a particular object of research. Polity, example, polity, society, human behavior. Disciplines have a structure of accumulated specialists knowledge referring to their subject of research. Disciplines have theories and concepts that can organize the accumulated specialist knowledge effectively. Education suggests the following forms on human knowledge: formal logic and mathematics, the physical sciences, the history, sociology, psychology, social and sociology, morality and ethics, moral judgments and awareness, aesthetics, experience, religion, philosophy. The realism of meaning and disciplines. Professor Philip Phonics divides knowledge into 6 realms of meanings, which corresponds to discipline and symbolic language, logic, mathematics, symbols in art, empirics, physical and social sciences, aesthetics, art, literature, music, synoptic literature, philosophy, history, psychology and theology, ethics and morality, parts of philosophy and theology, synoptic history, philosophy and religion. Academic discipline. The term academic discipline originates from the Latin word discipulus, which means pupil, and disciplina, which means teaching. Specialist disciplines. Disciplines uses specific terminology or specific language adjusted to their research objects. Disciplines have developed specific research methods according to their specific research requirements. Disciplines must have some institutional manifestations in the form of subjects taught at colleges or universities. The relationship between academic disciplines and the school subjects. School subjects can have different and very able relationships to academic disciplines depending on their aims, content, and developmental ages. Academic disciplines and school subjects are different but related in one of the 3 ways. Academic disciplines school subject precedes academic discipline. The relation between the two is dialectic. Curriculum as a discipline. Joseph Scaboy viewed the discipline is the sole source of curriculum, and so the curriculum is divided into chunks of knowledge which are called subject areas like English, mathematics, social studies, science, humanities, languages, and others. He used the term discipline as the ruling doctrine of curriculum development. Therefore, the curriculum is viewed as a field of study and it should only consist of knowledge that comes from the discipline. For example, linguistics, economics, chemistry, and among others. Meaning of curriculum. Curriculum typically refers to the knowledge and skills students are expected to learn, which includes the learning standards or learning objectives they are expected to meet. The units and lessons that teachers teach, the assessments and objects are given to the students. The books, materials, videos, presentation and readings used in a course, and the tests, assessments and other methods used to evaluate student learning. Curriculum content. Curriculum content is defined as what the teacher and the students pay attention to when they are teaching or learning. It is a list of subjects, topics, themes, concepts, or works to be covered. It is the subject matter process, approach, and feelings used in teaching, and as the curriculum is being implemented. Curriculum content refers to what is taught in school. It is the subject matter or topic content consisting of facts, concepts, ideas, knowledge within a particular subject and how they will bring about change in the individual and to the society. Criteria for the selection of subject matter Content of the curriculum, self-sufficiency of learners, significance of domains of learning, the validity of the subject matter, the interest of the learners, the utility of the subject matter, learnability of the students, feasibility of completion, principles of curriculum, principle of utility, principle of natural interest, principle of activity and expression, principle of integration with other subjects, principle of flexibility based on experiences, various patterns of curriculum. There are various patterns adopted by curricularists in organizing the curriculum by giving importance to a particular idea or aspect that is the focus of curriculum organization. However, the different patterns available are modification or integration of the three basic design types: subject-centered designs, learner-centered designs, problem-centered designs, subject-centered approach. A subject-centered approach is one of the most widely used methods for organizing educational experiences. In this approach, the subject matter becomes the basis around which learning experiences are organized, and the mastery of the subject matter becomes the basis for the attainment of educational objectives. In subject-centered curriculum, the chief responsibility of the curriculum planner is to determine the subject to be offered by the school and the body of the knowledge to be covered within each subject. For example, the subject or the program of studies may be divided into areas like English, Tamil, science, social science, and mathematics, and so on. The subject-centered approach includes four types of curriculum designs, namely subject design, discipline design, broad field design, and correlation designs. In the learner-centered approach, with the approach to curriculum development seeks to present through school experiences the methods which an effective citizen uses in solving problems, pursuing his interest, or meeting his needs. The curriculum plan will thus focus on the emerging needs of the students in their present lives. This approach prepares the students to face their present rather than future. The learner-centered approach includes four types of curriculum designs, namely child-centered design, experience-centered design, romantic or medical design, and humanistic design. Social problems approach. The advocates of this approach believes that the learning experiences should be organized in terms of the major activities of human being as he lives in his or her culture. The social-centered approach includes three types of curriculum designs, namely the life situation design, core design, and reconstructionist design. Reconstructionist design, learner-centered oriented / learner-centered curriculum, a type of curriculum that focuses on the needs, attitudes, self-expression, and instinct motivation is called a learner-oriented curriculum. Importance of learner-oriented curriculum: it creates a social environment, it develops social qualities like cooperation, sympathy, love, belongingness. It is the child comes in direct contact in life situation, it develops group loyalty and team spirit. It helps to solve the social problem of life. Thus, therefore, modern educationists and curriculum planners give importance to the learner-centeredness in education and curricular programs. The advantages of a learner-oriented curriculum: the students learn important communicative and collaborative skills through group work. Students learn to direct their own learning, ask questions, and complete tasks independently. Students are more interested in learning activities when they interact with one another, and participate actively. A learner-oriented curriculum engages students in the hard, messy work of learning. A learner-oriented curriculum includes explicit skill instruction. Learner-oriented curriculum encourages students to reflect on what they are learning and how they are learning it. Learner-oriented curriculum motivates students by giving them some control over learning processes. Learner-oriented curriculum encourages collaboration. Life orientation is an interdisciplinary subject that draws on and integrates knowledge, values, skills, and processes embedded in various disciplines such as sociology, psychology, political science, human movement science, labor studies, and industrial studies. Life orientation aims to guide and prepare learners to respond appropriately to life's possibilities and opportunities, equip learners to interact optimally on a personal, psychological, cognitive, motor, physical, moral, spiritual, cultural, and socio-economic level, guide learners to make informed and responsible decisions about their own health and well-being and the health and well-being of others, expose learners to their constitutional rights and responsibilities, to the rights of others, and to the issues of diversity, expose learners to various study methods and skills pertaining to assessment processes, expose learners to an understanding of the value of regular participation in physical activity. Life-oriented curriculum. Life-oriented curriculum is unique as it applies a holistic approach to the personal, social, intellectual, emotional, spiritual, motor, and physical growth and development of learners. This encourages the development of a balanced and confident learner who can contribute to a just and democratic society, a productive economy, and an improved quality of life for all. The life-oriented curriculum includes social transformation outcomes, based education, high knowledge and higher skills, integration and applied competence, progression, articulation and portability, human rights, inclusivity, environmental and social justice, valuing indigenous knowledge system, credibility, quality and efficiency, change in the curriculum. This curriculum can either reflect society or reflect upon and indirectly help shape society. Teachers may either serve as a cogs in a bureaucratic school medicine, keeping subject matter safe and sterile, or they may help students think and act by offering specialized knowledge, training, raising controversial issues, and incorporating problem-solving activities. A textbook or course is a manual of instruction in any branch of study. Textbooks are produced according to the demands of educational institutions, although most textbooks are not only published in printed form or format. Many are now available as online electronic books. Whenever, thank you so much. All the best.